Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. I think we're approaching the end. You'll know if this video literally says, like, ending on the thumbnail. I don't. That's how it works. I make them, you watch them. It's how we do it. Um, we have been stuck in bed for the rest of this route, and I don't want to alarm you, but for those who've been following the channel for a while, especially going through Fate, I go through some things called visual novel synchronization, where I like sync up with the visual novel in real life. To put it bluntly, I was sick and bedridden for a day or so. Um, it's happening again. First the fire dreams, and now this. I think I literally was also when in Fate when something similar happened, this happened. It's just coincidence, but it's coincidence that keeps happening. So let's hope that this is where the line is drawn and I don't, you know, White Woman Wednesday someone, let's say. All right. Well, let's head on in with this chapter then. Knock, 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 knock. 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 The night is over. A terrible silence. I can't even hear the wheezing of my breathing. Knock, 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 knock. My body doesn't even twitch or move at all. My mind has completely stopped as well. I bet if I look at myself in the mirror, I would look like a puppet with its strings cut. Knock, knock, knock. Goo. I cough. That's a cough, I guess. I screw up the rhythm again. Go. Knock. Knock, knock, knock. Knock. No, knock, 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 knock. No. Oh, that's his heartbeat. I thought that was someone at the door. Knock, 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 knock. Knock, 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 knock. I get back my rhythm, and I continue my breathing. Being by myself all night caused my body to become really weak. My vision is really blurry. The air touching my skin is painful. Oh, right, because we were going to think Akia's going to kill us, so then we said, no, don't come by us, and so we're going nuts, kind of alone, but, well, hopefully they go out to kill Shiki, maybe? My organs are so screwed up right now, I can't breathe unless I concentrate. Knock, 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 knock. 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 Shiki-sama, are you awake? Hisui's voice. How many times is this? Hisui really doesn't grow tired of this at all. You are awake, are you not? If that is the case, then please at least eat. No, I won't eat what any of you give me. I won't eat anything. I can't trust anything that comes from this house. Food, water, medicine. It seems like everything is a poison to kill me. Shiki-sama, I will place your food here. After I leave, please open the door and eat it. Hisui's presence recedes. I bang my head against the wall. How many times have I ignored Hisui like this? Hisui. Hisui is different from Akiha and Kohaku-san. Maybe Hisui is not trying to kill me. But that is just a fantasy. Hisui tried to lock me in this room. Like right now, she came to my room to look after me, keeping me trapped in this room. This is no good. I know my thoughts are just paranoia, but my mind won't return to normal. Knock, 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 knock. Knock, 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 knock. Knock, 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 knock. Knock, 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 knock. My mind is foggy and my body pulses with pain. My throat is so dry it feels like I'll die if I don't drink water. In spite of all that, I still keep the door locked. This is hell. I honestly, I began talking with my friends about this, and we all kind of agreed. If this was a situation I was in, we would hear that Akia's going to kill us, and we'd be like, oh god, yes, the sweet release of death, let's go. Like, come on, man. That just seems so nice right now. The knocking begins once again. Knock, 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 repeating. Shiki-sama, your food has gotten cold. Her voice sounds sad. Akiha-sama and Nei-san have gone out and will not return today. We are the only ones in the mansion right now. Does she want to tell me to come out? Shut up! I told you to leave me alone. Why can't you understand that, Hisui? I hear a gasp. Her presence recedes. Well, now we're a jerk. Yet again, the knocking continues. Her presence recedes. We repeat this cycle countless times. Pain, the hunger is nothing, but thirst is killing my burning body. Just, what am I doing? Lying crumbled against the wall, hugging my broken body, the closed window, the locked door. I'm gonna think of it a long time ago. It feels like something like this happened before, too. That was... how long ago was that? When I was just a small kid, taking to new surroundings and not being used to new people, I locked myself up in my room. I hated everything and did not want to talk to anyone. During that time, there was always a girl that was always knocking on the door. Knock knock was a sound. Which is weird because it's paper in this room, but okay. Every time I would ask who it is, the voice would always respond, "It's me." Shiki-chan, let's play. You'll get moldy if you stay in one place like that. I tell her it's none of her business and make her go away day after day. Oh, it's red now, the knocking sound again. Her presence draws away. That girl came every day. She would always knock, not getting tired of doing so. She would never force me out, but continue to call my name without opening the door. Why won't you come outside? I can't go outside. Everyone in the mansion, they all see me as the enemy. That's not true. Everyone wants to like you, Shiki-chan. But I can't believe her. My own father believed that and was killed by Tono Makihisa. I see who we're talking about. I see. No wonder you can't trust anyone. That's right, so it's easier for me to be alone. But you'll just be by yourself all the time. Being by yourself is no fun. I don't care. This is better than getting killed. Better than being tricked. It's better to be alone and trick myself instead of dying. Jeez, I understand, so you can... What? What is this saying? 1, that's 5 stars. What? I'm assuming that's trust. I hope that's trust. Then you can come outside, right? Her words then. I can't remember exactly what they were. Yeah, because if that was 4, then we'd be having the near automata problem. With her voice, that girl said I could do what? Knock knock. Hisui really doesn't tire of this. Her surprising endurance reminds me of that childhood memory. I don't hear her footsteps. She doesn't seem to have walked away. Hisui? There's nothing but silence on the other side of the door. Hisui's just standing quietly on the other side. Time passes. Hisui's presence doesn't move. All she does is wait by the door. Waiting for us, right? Why will you not come outside, Shiki-sama? That's obvious. Since I can't trust anyone, I'm being by myself. Neither Akiha nor Kohaku, nor even I can be trusted, so I can't do anything but lock myself away. Yeah, I finally realize it. The thing with Akiha might really be a trivial thing. I'm trying to be alone so that I can lock myself up, as I might be the killer. No one. Are you saying you can believe in no one, Shiki-sama? That's right. Therefore, there's no reason for her to worry about me. It's wrong for her to worry that much about me, the one wanting human blood, the one who violated her body so roughly. Hisui, just go away. It's easier for me to be by myself. This way I won't be a burden to anyone. That is a lie. That is not fun at all. Shiki-sama, you are telling a lie. Her voice actually sounds a little angry. Shiki-sama, if you say you cannot believe in anyone, please believe in me. So please, listen to me for just now. Her voice, she sounds like she's crying. She must be really angry. She's not making any sense. You can believe in me? That's backwards. Normally I have to say I have to believe in you. Or normally, yeah. Jeez. That's just absurd. I thought the only one who'd make that kind of ridiculous argument was that one girl. Believe in what? I do not know. I just know that I like you, Shiki-sama, which is why I'm calling out to you like this. Thud. She knocks louder than ever before. Shiki-sama, please. Open the door. I know I am powerless, but I do know that it will be better than being by yourself. It's clicking! She sounds like she's crying. The tone is different, but it feels similar to what that girl told me back then. Will you resist again? Shiki-sama, you are really in danger like this. Why are you acting like back then? You promised that when you came back you would play with everyone, so why? The crying voice of a young girl. I start to remember a little. That's right. Back then, before I was taken to the hospital, I made that small promise. I thought I would go back to the mansion when I healed, so I just said it without thinking too much. Shiki-sama, I do not want to lose you right before my eyes, just like before. So please, please open the door, Shiki. The pounding against the door stops. It seems Hisui has crumbled to the ground in tears. That girl who had called me day after day. Eye color. It's the eye color. Wow, yep, there we go. We have this in color, and that settles that, huh? By giving color to the flashback, it provides the context. Yep. That energetic wearing girl was always by my side, so she was the energetic one. That's weird. What changed? Well, okay, well, no, but then, Just who? Really, who was she? Hisui. Even though I shouldn't have any strength yet, I somehow managed to stand. Every time I move, I feel like fainting, but the pain is of no concern right now. Hisui. 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 I drag myself to the door and place my hand on the lock. My numb fingers don't move as I tell them to, and the lock is difficult to turn. The lock finally clinks loose. The door opens. In front of me, I see the figure of Hisui. Oh, that's so... Shiki-sama, you look terrible. With tears still streaming down her face, Hisui stares at me. But I don't care about my body right now. More than that, Hisui, are you that girl? Hisui doesn't answer. Her silence is in disagreement, but agreement. Why? I thought she was Kohaku-san. You even told me yesterday you were that child in the mansion. Shiki-sama, that was not me. I think Nei-san was helping you out since you were so weak. Huh? In other words, the Hisui I saw yesterday was really Kohaku-san? Then Hisui, you're the one who played with us when we were kids, and Kohaku-san is the one who was always in the mansion? Why? I don't understand. Just why are the two of you acting like you traded places? Yeah, same, that's kind of how I'm feeling. We never intended to deceive you. I think I became calmer after you were adopted by the Arima family. Nei-san tried to cheer me up by acting very happy, and then we gradually traded our roles. Oh, wow. So Kohaku's happiness is an act to try and get Hisui to be happy again. Oh my god. But why did it happen? Hisui, you were always so energetic. That is not true. I am naturally not active. But when you were there, I tried to follow you as hard as I could. But I never should have done that. Since I took you out into the garden, you had the accident. All I could do was watch in fear as you were killed before my eyes. All I could do was stare at your blood-soaked body. I couldn't even cry or call for help. Since that time, I was unable to understand myself. No matter how I tried, I could not remember how I acted or I smiled. When you were dying, I could not do anything. I could only watch. It was as if I was just a doll. So I thought it would be better if I was just a doll. Maybe I'd put a curse on myself. Before I knew it, I became silent, just like Nei-san. Nei-san took my place, doing all the work I could not do, smiling because I could not. Wait, Hisui, what you're saying, I don't really understand what I wanted to say. What do you mean? Oh, right, we haven't... Right, in this route so far, right. Because I'm like, have we learned that we died? Nope, this is it. This is the drop. Okay, right. What do you mean I almost died? You know about that accident years ago? Yes. You were not injured from a traffic accident. In the courtyard of the mansion, you were killed. What? That's not right. I'm the one who did the killing. Because I was looking down on that blood-stained body. I start feeling lightheaded. All the strength drains from my legs and I start to fall. Shiki-sama, please hold on. In that instant, Hisui wraps her arms around me to prevent me from falling. Her voice and mine overlap. Hisui stands there desperately holding on to me. We look like we're embracing each other and Hisui stands there trembling. Hisui. I understand. I understand that she doesn't like to come into contact with men. Even now, her body is trembling all over. Hisui. Still, I can't let go. I wrap my arms around her. Her warmth, her soft body. Since we were children, that girl was always looked after me. Yeah, there can be no more doubt. Hisui. Finally, we meet again. With my weak body, I embrace her close to me. Ah, Shiki-sama. Her shaking doesn't stop, but she does not refuse me and wraps her arms around my back. I'm sorry. Or I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm apologizing for. I just feel like there's so many things I have to apologize to her for. Not at all. You do not need to apologize for anything, Shiki-sama. Answering quietly, she takes me to my bed. I rest in bed. My body relaxes a little bit, the bed being much more comfortable than the floor. Hisui covers me with a clean sheet and brings me a glass of water. Shiki-sama, are you able to drink by yourself? Yeah, I think I could manage that. Taking a glass from Hisui, I drink my first glass of water in a day. And speaking of, I'm going to take my... Oh, I only have cold coffee left. Well, immersion, here we go, nice and cold. Oh, love the grits. The water quenches my thirst. The water seems to fill me completely up to my fingertips. I give the glass back to Hisui and fall down onto the bed. Shiki-sama. No, that's not it. I actually feel good. I was just relaxing. My health actually seems better. Shiki-sama, do not scare me like that. It would not be very surprising if you really did collapse in your condition. Hisui looks at me with uneasiness in her eyes. That look makes me want to thank her and also makes me feel regret. Shiki-sama, does it hurt anywhere? If you are in pain, please do not hesitate to tell me. No, nothing really hurts right now. Well, my heart hurts. Hisui is worrying about me right now, just like always. All I've done in return to her is to act stupidly. Not even realizing her absolute devotion, all I've done is bring pain to her heart. Looks like I need the notepad. I actually, for a second, I'm like, what is that? Oh, that's okay. That was, 1-800 Big Sucky. So I'm going to type in my notepad, Big Sucky, at 1830. The good news is, I'm not going to make the mistake like last time and accidentally leave one in. Thankfully, YouTube, well, even if I do, though, I'll do what I did last time, which is YouTube has an automatic, like, you can just, without re-uploading a video, just put a big old blur box on something. Hey, look at that. Perfect, right? Good. That was Big Sucky. That was big sucky. Even though it turned out to actually be Kohaku-san, I still did them to Hisui. Wait, hold up. That was... Wait, hold up. What? That... Wait. I must have missed that. So that was... Kohaku last night. But we... I'm gonna look at something. I'm gonna look at... When we were doing that, I'm loading up my own video here. Last night. That stuff. Wow, the video's corrupted from when they were doing the Pinor stuff. Never mind. Because I was like, wait, the eye color? But wait, what? Huh? I'm very confused. Give me a moment. Okay, so I went back to look at the raunchy CG art, and no, she had the silver eyes, so, like, was she wearing contacts? And why? Very strange. I'm very confused. Well, okay, wow, that was fast. Neki now that I'm on a new video, 20 seconds! 20 seonks, close enough. I dreamt about killing people. In accordance with that, I dreamt about violating Hisui. Yeah, we don't know what's up with that still. I do not deserve to be cared for by Hisui. Shiki-sama, was the water not pleasing to you? I shake my head no. That's not it. Thanks for everything, Hisui. I never even thought that drinking water could help me this much. But that's enough. I don't deserve to be treated this well by you. Shiki-sama, are you still saying that? I just want to help you. It doesn't matter if you deserve it or not. No, Hisui, it's not you. Yeah, I'm the one at fault here. Hisui gives nothing but devotion, and I repay her with cruelty. If you are here with me, I'll probably do something horrible again. So before I do anything, please leave. I beg you. I don't want to hurt you anymore, Hisui. Hisui doesn't say anything, but she has to understand what I'm saying. After several seconds of silence, it appears she understands as she raises her head and nods. I refuse. Yeah, I'm sorry it had to be this way. Whoa, wait a minute. Hisui, wait, what did you just say? I said that I refuse. Those words are not enough, and I cannot leave you alone. Until you can give me a valid reason, I will not follow your command. Hisui responds very clearly. Please, tell me the reason, Shiki-sama. Unless you do, I will not move one step. What? Her eyes are dead serious. I bet she could tell if I'm telling a lie or an excuse, and more than anything, I don't want to lie to her. I get it. So if I tell you the reason, you'll go. Yes. If it is something that can convince me, then I will fulfill your command. I take a deep breath. Mentally prepared, I open my mouth. Hisui, I see dreams where I kill people. Every night, I dream that I kill someone I don't know and drink their blood. You see dreams. Is that supposed to be your reason, Shiki-sama? No, the thing is, I can't tell if they're dreams or not. Maybe it's that I don't notice, but I might be killing people in reality. Just like that old man, there might be another self in me I don't know walking the streets killing people. Shiki-sama, that is impossible. You are acting like the normal Shiki-sama right now. Right now I am, but sometimes I get these strange thoughts. The dreams I see, they may simply be my memories. And truthfully, I did kill someone 8 years ago. I actually have the memory of looking down on that blood-stained kid. Shiki-sama, please get a hold of yourself. Thinking that you are a blood-sucking monster is surely too strange. Yeah, it's strange, but I can't laugh it off. Hisui, you don't know it, but I guess those of the Tono family are different from normal people. The old man had split personalities, and even Akiha was sucking Kohaku-san's blood. Anyway, the people of the Tono family are not normal, so I'm not normal either. I can't stop myself from lusting after you and Kohaku-san. It's all right now, but if I get a headache again, then for sure I'll do something terrible to you, Hisui. Shiki-sama, Nei-san and I have known all that from the very beginning. Huh? You knew? Knew what? That the people of the Tono are not normal. In other words, you were the only one that did not know. Nei-san and I have known that since we were first brought to this mansion. Huh? But do not think that is anything strange. Nei-san and I, we also carry a power that is not normal. It was because of that power that Makihisa-sama brought us here. Regarding the Tono family, we know much more than you, Shiki-sama. Certainly, you call the Tono blood abnormal, but Shiki-sama, that has nothing to do with you. You do not have a split personality like Makihisa-sama, nor are you a vampire that sucks human blood. Shiki-sama, you are rather someone closer to Nei-san and I. I'm closer to you? Yeah, all we heard was, I think, was it Synchronizer? Synchronizer or something was like the term they used to describe it? We don't know much yet. Yes, you are definitely not a killer. Please, just trust me for now and let me take care of you. No, it still doesn't make a difference to the fact that I still want you. If you remain here, I'll do something I can't take back. About this problem, will you allow me to ask a question? Yeah, I don't mind. Shiki-sama, do you not like Ne-san and I? Huh? Hisui has something totally absurd and starts fidgeting with her fingers. Do I not like Hisui and Kawaku-san? Nothing could be further from the truth. Now, look, there's no way I could ever not like either of you. I'm always thankful to Kawaku-san and to you, well, I'm always thinking about how thankful I am to you. Let's just say that. She lets out the breath she was holding. Hisui visibly relaxes for some reason. Then there is no problem. Your condition has put you under a lot of stress. This causes things in your mind to come up into your dreams. That means your thoughts are your true feelings. So it is not odd to feel that way if you have any liking toward us. That's true, but even still, it's strange to lust after the both of you like this. Yes, it is a bit dangerous, but Shiki-sama, you have always endured it, right? Then it will not be a problem. You say that you are dangerous, but you are a stronger person than that. If you have held out for this long, then you can do some more, right? Besides, it is your own will, so in no way do you have a split personality. Well, that theory may be right, but it isn't that simple, but just seeing that trusting smile, I feel I have to hold on no matter what. Alright, if you say so, then you can be close by me. I'll try to hold myself in check as much as possible. No, that is not exactly what I meant. Hisui blushes and looks down. Huh? I don't get it. Hisui just looks at me from time to time with a difficult expression. Hisui? Did I say something weird? Hisui just stares at me. I start to feel very uncomfortable. My heart beats faster under the tension. I feel uneasy, like I got caught with something and I'm about to get yelled at for it. Thump, 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 thump. Hey, it's not knocking anymore, at least. Crap. I start to feel a little dizzy, probably because I'm nervous. My consciousness starts to flutter. I forgot all about it, but my body isn't in the condition to keep talking. I feel like throwing up every time my heart pounds. Hisui, I hate to do this to her, but maybe it's better if I just sleep right now. Shiki-sama, are you suffering? Just a little bit. It's not serious, you don't have to worry about it. No, at this rate you will surely die. Ne-san said that you may not last until evening. What? I feel a chill as I hear that. It's not like I haven't thought about it. When this body did not heal, I've imagined many times that my weakening body will only end in death. But still, to hear from someone like that sends a chill up my spine. I don't know what to say. Should I just accept it? Should I deny it? I can't do either. I felt that my body would die pretty soon, but it doesn't just feel real. It's like I'm just watching the life of some sick person on some sort of television show. Akiya-sama and Ne-san left in order to save you, but they may not make it in time, even if they are successful. If your body runs out of energy before that, there is no point. Well, I guess you're right. I don't know what the two of them are doing. She says they're going to save me, but are they searching for something that can cure my condition? But all that work, it'll be useless if I die before they get home. But, you know, there is a way to give you energy so you'll be able to last until they come back. Boy, I wonder what this is going to be. Please excuse me, but if you would allow it, then I can perform that method. Hisui hesitantly looks at my face. Hisui says it was a method to at least save me for tonight. If that's true, I have no reason to refuse it. It isn't a matter of allowing or not. Or it is a matter of allowing or not. If you can help me even a little bit, then we don't have a choice. I'd like to ask for it myself. Yes. Then Shiki-sama, could you please close your eyes for a bit? Close my eyes? Well, sure. Is this good? That is fine. Please, do not move. I hear her footsteps. The rustling of clothes tells me she is coming closer. And then, something shifts onto the bed and I feel something touch my lips. A tender sensation, I feel the warmth of a human body, and it must be Hisui's lips. My body heats up. Her lips hesitantly press up against mine. The sensation and the feeling of her breathing seems to fill my body like a drug. Thump thump. With just a kiss, my mind goes totally white. I am pleasantly floating away. All my pain, all my tiredness melts away like ice on a summer day. Hisui exhales. This small contact between us starts to get heavier. Hisui, I don't know what I'm doing. Just that her lips feel so good, so I press back with mine. Shiki-sama. Hisui hesitantly starts to pull back. I don't want that, and pull her closer to me. And pulling her in, I seek out her lips. I'm gonna stop making those noises. Hisui resists slightly, as she might be having a hard time breathing. Boy, you are bad at kissing, bud. But I can't stop. Her breath, her lips, her warmth. It all feels so good. With my eyes still closed, oh boy, here we go. I was like, that's romantic, and now here's the weird. With her eyes closed, I slip my tongue in between those lips. Unlike before, now she really tries to pull back. I embrace her body to hold on to her, and I continue to seek out her tongue. If I open my eyes, I bet I'll see her distressed face. Buddy, pal, if she's distressed and not wanting it, that's when you stop. If I saw that, I'd let her go right away. And so instead, I continue blindly... Really? If I opened my eyes, I'd see her resisting, so I kept my eyes closed, so I'm not the one in the wrong. Buddy, that's non-consensual. I continue blindly twirling my tongue against hers. Our wet tongues intertwine, just the sensation of my tongue against another's drives me wild. Just the fact my sensitive tongue is feeling someone else's tongue makes my rational thought about to explode. And because it is Hisui tongue, it crumbles completely away. That makes it sound like your tongue has dustified, which is a terrifying thought. The red tangled tongues continue their dance. Even though our lips separate, our tongues have become one. So both your lips are closed, but the tongues are still out and attached. Horrible. I'm just thinking of Speed Luigi. Y'all know Speed Luigi? I'm gonna show you Speed Luigi. Because that's all I'm thinking about. Speed Luigi, two Speed Luigis kissing each other. I need to find the original Speed Luigi though. Which is the original? Okay, because the problem is there's too many. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Okay. No, it doesn't work. I hate that. Okay, just wait. Right there. I'm thinking about the Speed Luigi, right? Just mouth closed, Luigi speeding, right? Okay. Hey, I did it so it can go nice and easy. Perfect. That's what I want. Sick. Anyways, this isn't just some sort of metaphor. Our tongues are... What the frick? That's not a... What? Stop. No, you can't... What? Our tongues are stuck together with all our saliva. What? That's gross, dude. I wonder how long that lasted. Before I know it, my body's burning, and Hisui is at my side of my bed adjusting her clothes. Buddy, how long... So, okay. It's been a long time since I've kissed a girl with tongue, and I know some of you might be saying, it's a long time since never. No, shut up. I had a life before, but listen. Tongues and saliva aren't sticky? What are you talking about? You're insane. I don't think Kinoku Nasu has ever kissed a girl with tongue ever, nor done a lot of the stuff in his novels. Thump. Thump, thump. I'm out of breath. Thump, thump, thump. My body, it feels incredibly warm. My heart races uncontrollably. Hisui stands by the side of the bed, averting her gaze in embarrassment. I don't exactly know why she did that. Hisui, just now, why did she kiss me? Why did nothing more than a kiss heal me better than any medicine? I don't understand any of it. That is the way I can help you, Shiki-sama. Help me, but how? I really don't know how. It is just that Nei-san and I can transmit some of our energy to those we press our bodies against. Oh, you are, convection-style charging pads. Alright, sounds good. If we exchange bodily fluids, we are able to recognize that person as someone like us, and it lets us share our energy and amplify our powers. What are you talking about? Ever since we were born, we have had special bodies. We are not like the Tono family, but we are special people born from normal people. Makihisa-sama called us synchronizers, that's it, yeah. I think the word was in the old man's journal. Makihisa-sama brought us here to suppress his increasing Tono self. I don't like the implication of him giving tongue with a little girl. We are more suited for amplifying one's power rather than sharing our power. Makihisa-sama synchronized with Nei-san with his human side and barely stayed sane. No, she doesn't have to tell me all this, but by the exchange of bodily fluids, it must mean... I don't understand it completely, but your body, it's sort of like a medicine or something? Yes. Normally, it would not have much of an effect, but now your energy is very low. I believe you'll at least be able to return to your normal state even with my powers. I see. Well, that's why I feel so good right now. Squeeze my hands. Moving. Yeah, I can move. My joints are a little stiff, but I moved my body of my own will. Being able to do such a simple thing makes me so happy right now. Thank you, Hisui. It looks like my body's back to normal thanks to you. I throw my arms up in the air, but Hisui looks uneasy. As I think back, her breath felt so good I forced Hisui to continue kissing me. Oh, I'm sorry. Your breath, it felt so good No. What happened before was a good thing. I don't think I would have been able to transfer any fluids by myself. Hisui looks at me embarrassed. Fluid transportation is not fun as a concept. But Shiki-sama, this is a temporary treatment. You'll return to your original state soon. What, for real? My previous state, you mean back to the way I was? No, anything but that. And being able to move like this again, I finally understand. These past few days, my body has been terribly wrong. So now I can move again. Thinking about my body going back to the way it was sends shivers down my spine. What should I do? I don't ever want to go through that again. Being like a puppet with its strings cut, my head feeling like it's being split open. This time, before my body would stop, I think my mind would break first. Shiki-sama, I do not want you to have to return to the way you were before either. Therefore, can you share your body with me a little oh boy, it's happening. Deeper this time. With her fingers trembling, she says this while looking directly at me. We're literally gonna bone to stay alive. My heart skips a beat. Sharing our bodies deeper means exchanging our bodily fluids, so that would mean... That's, Hisui remains silent. Should I be the one to say it? In other words, I have to make love to you? Hisui nods wordlessly. My face instantly flushes crimson. The very thought makes me happy, but... No, that's bad. I can't go back to the way I was, but that's bad. Using you like that to make me better, that's just wrong. I empathetically refuse her offer. Hisui is still silent. It seems more like she's hurt by my words instead of being relieved by my refusal. No, it's not that I don't want you. It's just strange. It might help me, but to use your body like that, it's wrong. There is only something wrong with you, Shiki-sama. I understand that you do not want me, but if I do not do this, you will die tonight. So how can you say just such things like that? Ah, no, that is... Right, that's why Hisui is suggesting this preposterous plan. Hisui, who can't even stand contact with the opposite gender, is suggesting this because my life is at stake. So she says all that for my sake. She's saying I can sleep with her, with like or dislike having nothing to do with it. Isn't it okay? I don't want to die either. I mean, all I have to do is sleep with her, but if I don't like that, then there really is something wrong with me. Boning to stay alive, Hisui watches me quietly. Her fingers are still shaking. As uneasy as I am, she is still far more uneasy, but she hides it and tries to act normally. She's doing so much for me, so why? Hisui, is that alright with... you? Yes, if I can be useful to you, then I will be satisfied. No, that's not what I meant. Is she really okay with giving her body to someone she does not love? I don't like it. I want to sleep with her. I think I love her and I want to do things for her sake. But those are two different things. Simply put, I don't want to sleep with her because I don't know if Hisui loves me or not. Is it okay, Hisui? Giving out your body like that, won't you regret it later? I do not know. Just have one request to ask of you. Request? Yes. Shiki-sama, if you were to like me even just a little bit, just for now, please only think of that. I thought she was going to say no butt stuff, but alright. If you were to love me for just now, I would never regret this. Hisui speaks still trembling. I'm stupid. I've never felt more stupid than I do right now. Hisui, what do I mean by I don't want to if Hisui doesn't love me? Really, I don't deserve to say that. Come here. Right now, I really need you. Hisui draws closer. Reaching out my arms, I draw her towards me. But don't get me wrong. Even without my condition, I've always wanted you the most for all this time. Then, bringing her down to my bed, I run my fingers across her body and go past her body and bring out a fight stick for some more melty blood. Let's go, baby! Alright, here we go. We're switching things up just because I don't want to be here forever. So we're going to play as ya boy Shiki for a bit. And, maybe we'll see if the Hisui here has some, some unique stuff that maybe she only does with, well, see, we can see combos, right? No! The dust cloud's so strong. Okay. Sick. I love that command grab. That's so good. Alright, let's do this. Also, I've already beat her story as of this point in time, so just a little bit of foreshadowing. What? Nothing. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. In fact, no, I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna stop right there. Just don't worry. Okay. I love the walking forward with the slashes there. Very good. Very good. There we go. We did it. We did the do. Alright. Nice, quick, easy, fun. Alright, guys. Thank you. We'll go back to the game. Enjoy the rest of this route. Okay. Well, that's over there. We did the do about 3 times. He said I love you because of course they always do in the last scene. But she kept sucking on his finger. And it's very strange. It's very strange. Some things that I read include that yeah, a lot of finger stuff, like putting the finger in the mouth. He looked like he was going to suplex her at one point. Yeah, she just sucks on his finger at one point, and he's like, it's kind of hot. And she's not even like licking it. She's just putting the finger in his mouth, which is gross. Like that should taste horrible. Yeah, there was a few cute moments, but it was mostly cringe, as you would expect from reading one of these scenes. Anyways, the sound of gentle breathing reaches my ears. You sleeping, Hisui? Placing her on the bed, I pull the sheets over her. Unlike Hisui, who's exhausted while I still have a lot of energy. No, even though I'm tired, the condition I had before is totally gone. So it seems for tonight I can move like a normal person once again. Hisui sleeps in my bed. It might be because she helped me regain my strength, but Hisui is absolutely exhausted. Or maybe I pushed her too hard. I feel a tinge of regret. All of this was her first time, so that really was too much for her. But she's so cute, I can't help it. That's not an excuse, but it can't be helped. It can be, bud. Hisui sleeps, taking relaxed breaths. If I'm going to take action, it has to be now. Sorry, sleep just a little longer, Hisui. After running my hand through her hair one last time, I change my clothes and leave the room. Oh my god, are you actually going out to do... Buddy, moving is something you haven't done for days, that's right. Kia and Kohaku-san aren't here. This is a good opportunity. I can do some investigating into what happened 8 years ago. Oh, no, we're just investigating? Okay. I was expecting him to go to the school and, like, start trying to cut up people. That wouldn't go over well. I enter the old man's room. This place should definitely have something to answer my questions. Desk drawer. It's empty now. There might be something that belongs to the old man in one of the locked drawers, but I don't think he'll keep something that important there. It'd be great if he had a safe or something. I search the room. Here it is. Find something like a safe pretty easily. There's no external lock, and I don't know the dial combination, so I take off my glasses and cut its line. Cut the concept of it being locked. There seems to be an old diary and some envelope. The diary looks like that of a child, and the other looks like some old letters. Old letters? Why? The handwriting is definitely my old man's. It's fragmented, and I can't understand it at first glance. The date starts in the summer of 8 years ago and seems to continue on past that. I don't understand, but I continue leafing through it. Month, day. My son Shiki succumbed to his Tono blood. Shiki, he killed my adopted son who happened to be there. The adopted son is the heir of the house Nanaya. I guess it is a blessing and all that the unfortunate events that he isn't in the same family as the synchronizers like Kohaku and Hisui. Okay. Yeah, because then it, what we would have been incest too, so it's a good thing it's not. Shiki's inversion impulse is terrible, so it's determined that he must be eliminated. I have my duty as the head of the Tono household, but killing my own son is so difficult. The Tono blood, more in Shiki than in Akiha. Talking about, oh god, there's capitalized Akiha, is that going to be a character? Oh no, if that starts to become a character, I'm going to cry. Talking about potential, I feel an older origin in Akiha's blood, but Shiki's Tono blood runs much stronger. I assume that is why Shiki inverted before he became an adult. Shiki's powers are immortality and fusion. Oh, is that like his origins? Interesting. Shiki could not manage the awakened powers and as a result killed the adopted Nanaya child, taking his life. I have to say it was a superb job for using his powers for the first time. That's kind of messed up. To be like, my son killed someone, but dang was it a good killing. Month, day. Both Shiki and the adopted son managed to escape death. Before I killed Shiki, he killed the adopted son and stole his life, regenerating himself with it. I don't know if it was because he was so close to death, but Shiki has regained some of his sanity. Even though it is dangerous, I will not kill him, but simply separate him from the mansion for a while. On the other hand, the adopted child of Nanaya will not live long, even if he does survive. Even if he does heal, his life has been taken by Shiki. His body can die any day. As long as the adopted child lives, there is a possibility that his mind will be attuned with Shiki's. It seems it is a side effect of their two lives being linked. But if that happens, the adopted son will die eventually, so there's no problem there. Month, day. The problem of maintaining appearances to normal society still remains. Shiki has killed the adopted Nanaya child. I've covered up the incident, but Shiki cannot be shown to the public. The wound I gave him hasn't healed, and his figure has transformed. He is not in a condition that can to be brought in front of others as Tono Shiki. He cannot be called a human either. The Nanaya child still lives. As long as he lives, I've decided to use him. If there are any disagreements, I would like to hear them. Complementarity. The Nanayas are a family that produce killers. If that adopted son happens to stay alive, the link between him and Shiki may corrupt Shiki's mind. Even if Shiki regains his sanity, I cannot deny the possibility of the Nanaya child's influence turning him into a killer. Oh my god, I never considered that Shiki, oh god, let's say Nanaya's blood would affect then the other way to, like, Roa and Shiki there. To not let this happen, we must have him somewhere where we keep an eye on him. But we cannot allow him near the Tono mansion either. I should have him raised by an appropriate branch of the family. The Tono blood that is awakened within Shiki. Maybe it's because he was so close to death, but he has regained his sanity like before. But I don't know if something will cause him to invert again. Even though it tears me apart, I cannot allow Shiki near the Tono mansion either. I place him in the care of a trusted servant. I still have received word that his sanity has been completely restored. A year passed with him under the care of another house. My heart is in anguish. It is so hard for me when I think of the way my own son has to live. As soon as Shiki heals, I will bring him back to the mansion. What is this? Adopted son. Well, I knew about the adoption 10 years ago. Even though I don't exactly remember the details, I knew about it. He killed me. 8 years ago in that courtyard? Our minds are linked. The words say that my mind and his are possibly linked. Normally, this would be a story. Normally, the story would just be something to laugh off, but right now it explains too much. No, that's not it. This isn't anything like that. I know. Even though I already know about it, I try not to notice. I want to deny again. The adopted child was. The one who was killed was. I know which is which, but I don't want to admit it. This is useless. Cursing myself, I toss the letters to the side. All that's left is this. I pick up the diary in the safe. It looks like a child's diary. Certainly nothing Tono Makihisa would have had. I flip the pages. There are only 2 words. Help me. Like that. On a white page, it is written really small. Well, that's terrifying. If I found a book like that, I would throw it out and say, that's it. Nope, not dealing with that today. Huh? I flip through the pages. Help me. I turn the page. Help me. I turn the page. Help me. Turn the page. What? It's like a curse that brings the reader to the depths of darkness. Help me. Oh, I'm not reading that. I feel sick. I've seen so many nightmares up till now, but this is far worse. I don't know, bud. Having dreams where someone stabs you in the head and you actually have to, feel that might be worse. Those words help me. It isn't that whoever wrote this diary knew only those words. Only those words. That is all this person could feel. None of the dark litany was scribbled out, one letter after another, like the spewed feelings of this person. This is the only way the author could escape. This person knew no other way to let out this curse. There's still more than half the diary to look at. I can't bring myself to read the rest. I flip the pages, trying to not look at the contents. As I flip through, my hand stops on the very last page. Regular sentences? On the last page is a short paragraph. Silver lettering adorns the otherwise perfectly white sheet. So it's better to just become a doll. Gradually, my body stopped generating a pulse. Blood vessels turned into tubes one by one. Blood vanished like vapor. My heart, everything, just crafted parts, so that's why there will be no more pain. Oh, is this Kohaku's diary? I'm gonna cry. That's not good. Closing the diary, I put it back in the safe. I don't know why Tono Makihisa kept such a thing. Because as we kind of learned, his synchronizer was Kohaku, and I don't like to imagine what Makihisa was doing to her at such a young age. I don't want to think about it. I've thought about it, and I don't want to think about it. But I do know one thing. Fearing the child's malice, it was meant to be sealed away in the safe. Oh boy. The day draws to a close. The dark garden, the dark trees spread out before me like a black veil. I remember the dream I saw before coming to this mansion. All right. It isn't that there is something there. I just need to confirm something in my heart, so I enter the black veil. There isn't anything here. It's not like the body of the one killed 8 years ago is here. It's not like the blood of the one killed 8 years ago is here. What was that flash? I couldn't even tell. It was the scene. Okay, we're good. Don't gotta write that down. For an instant, the scene flashes in my mind. That hot summer day. I was looking down at my blood-stained self as if I was another person. So, someone must have been killed here. Whether it was me or him, I don't know. Which one was adopted? Which one is the monster Shiki? If I think about it logically, I had to have been the one to kill him here. That is incorrect. The one who was killed was you, Shiki-sama. Ah! I turn around. I don't know when she arrived, but Hisui is there. Hisui, you woke up already? Don't push yourself. Aren't you still tired? Shiki-sama, you are the one who should not push yourself. You are still losing energy at a great pace, much more than you have gained. Hisui stands before me. My pulse picks up. Hisui standing so close to me really does make me feel more alive. Wow, my body is really warm. I think it's your warmth coming into me. But Hisui, what are you saying? Oh, sorry, I was confused because she appeared, and I was like, oh, hey, who's speaking? Oh, right. You say that I was killed here. Do you know what happened here? Yes, I saw you die here. You were killed by Shiki. Not just your body and soul, but everything was killed. Her voice is shaking. It isn't that she was scared. Instead, she sounds incredibly angry at the person who killed me. Wait a sec, Hisui. The one who killed was the adopted Nanaya kid. So wasn't he the one who died? No. You're the one that died, Shiki-sama. Hisui answers directly. Please say that I was the Nanaya kid. Oh, I see. That means that. I see. So, I'm the adopted child. Yes. You are a descendant of the Nanaya family. Makihisa-sama adopted you, the only surviving member. Your name is Shiki, because Makihisa-sama found it amusing that his son was also named Shiki by a strange coincidence. He adopted you. That's the fun. It's still the funniest plot point. Like, why would you adopt someone with the same name? Because it'd be funny. Names are the same? Yes, it is natural for you to be confused. And you are different from us. You really were adopted into the Tono family. Well, I can't speak. Such a thing isn't a shock or anything. I remember not getting along with my old man from the beginning, and I never felt quite right in the mansion, so such a thing. Such a thing. The eye color! Yep, there we go. Kohaku's golden eyes up there. Even if it were all lies, I'm very sorry. Saying such things that cause you sadness. No, I'm fine. I'm not sad. I say that, but I know it's a lie. I don't know what kind of feeling it is, but it is true that I feel an emptiness in my heart. But that's weird. People of the Tono bloodline have powers, don't they? Well, if Shiki is a vampire, then what am I? I'm not the same as him, but I have these strange eyes. I do not know in detail, but Akiha-sama said you are the same as Nei-san and I, whose families are enemies to those of mixed blood. We're what you call racists. I'm joking. Sorry, it's like, I know what they're going with, but we have the power to synchronize with those we exchange fluid with, and the Nanaya family have the power to fight demons. Oh, I see. Well, certainly my eyes are not a power to help people like Hisui's. Rather, it's a power to kill. I see. But then why was I adopted by the old man? It doesn't make any sense why he would adopt an enemy. Shiki-sama, you are the inheritor of a very special bloodline of demon hunters. Asagami, Fujio, Ryogi, and Nanaya. Hold up. We're really dropping some of those names. The only name that doesn't jump out at me right now is Fujio. Typing in Fujio. Fujio was the name of... She's from Garden of Sinners. She was the ghost lady, right? Ghost lady from the first chapter. Oh my god. I'm just... Okay. Okay, Ryogi... canon. Kind of. Those four families are the enemies of mixed blood. Yeah. Wow. Wah. Wah. I need a screen cap of that to just vent in Discord to my friends, because I just... Holy crap. I think Makihisa-sama brought you to help fend something off. I mean, how did he even get a chance to adopt me in the first place? I heard that you were the only member of the Nanaya family to survive. I see. 10 years ago, that Japanese-style house nestled deep within the mountains, surrounded by a black forest, a rustic world isolated from the flow of history. I can't quite remember it well. All I remember is that pale blue glass moon. And in the forest clearing, a figure that looked like Tono Makihisa was cutting up lots of people. But that was then and this is now. Something done so long, it doesn't matter now. Well, okay, I understand I was killed by Shiki here. But how is it that I'm living as Tonoshiki right now? Yes, without a doubt, you were stabbed by Shiki in the chest and on the verge of death, but by some miracle you were able to recover. You were saved, and Shiki also survived. Since no one died, everything should have ended right then. But Shiki became something that you could not be shown to other people. I see, so a replacement was needed for Tonoshiki. The name of Tono Makihisa is in the top of the business world. His son can't suddenly die. Yes, Makihisa-sama pretended that the Nanaev child died, and had you live as Tonoshiki, it was all to protect the family name. I get it, it's something the old man would do. Yeah, everything fits in now. Even though I'm Tonoshiki, I'm not technically part of the Tono family. Besides Akiha, no one else holds that blood. So my old man sent me to live with the Arimas, contrived a solution where I could be the successor since my health was bad, even though I was supposedly the eldest son of the Tono household. Shiki-sama, No, it's fine. You don't have to apologize for keeping this a secret. Just telling me now is enough. Besides, aren't you like me? No. Compared to you or Nei-san, I have not suffered at all. Even after Makihisa-sama died, Akiha-sama took us under her care. So only I lived peacefully, not knowing anything. Wait, Hisui, Akiha, she knows I'm not her real brother? Yes. She heard from Makihisa-sama after you were adopted. But Akiha-sama would always insist that you were her real brother. Every day, Makihisa-sama would tell Akiha-sama to forget about you. But Akiha-sama would never agree. Even though she would be scolded severely, she still waited for you in her heart. If you knew the truth, you would leave. That is why Akiha-sama told us never to let you know the truth. Akiha-sama always helped Nei-san and myself. Nei-san was Makihisa-sama's servant and was not allowed out of his room. Akiha-sama hated that and freed Nei-san. So for Akiha-sama's sake, we continued to lie and nearly screwed up on her name. Akiha-sama, all of us, we wanted you to come back. Hisui. So please, do not hate Akiha-sama. More than anyone else, she thinks importantly of you. Oh yeah, I know. There's no way I could hate her. It's more appropriate for me to be hated. I was one living peacefully while you were all suffering. So I am thankful to Akiha. She welcomed me, nothing more than an outsider, back into the mansion. She even calls me her brother. So I'll have to keep it up too. If she's willing to call me Tonoshiki as her brother, then I don't care about the name Nanae-shiki. I have to continue being her brother. Continue being Tonoshiki. Oh, it's coming. Oh, Shiki-sama. Hisui rushes to me. I separate myself from Hisui, who is staring with a worried face, and take a deep breath. Oh, jeez. Whoa. I just got help by you, Hisui, but I'm still having these headaches. Shiki-sama, your body's weakening because of that incident 8 years ago. At the time, Shiki stole your life and is using it to prolong his own life. That is why you are weakening, why you are linked with Shiki. I see. So that's how it is. In other words, as long as I don't do something about that killer, Shiki, I won't be able to return to normal. Yes, I believe he despises you utterly. That is why he is stealing your life gradually, trying to dirty your heart. He is enjoying your pain. Her voice is shaded with anger again. He hates me. I don't get it. He's the one that killed me. I can understand having a grudge against him, but why do you have a grudge against me? No. Shiki sees you as someone who has killed him. Shiki-sama, you caused the existence of Tonoshiki to disappear. I caused him to disappear? Yes. You were certainly killed by Shiki, but once your life was saved, you took Shiki's place as Tonoshiki. After that, the Shiki who was confined somewhere must have viewed you as a threat. Tonoshiki is still alive, but there is now someone else existing as Tonoshiki. Shiki is still alive, but you have taken away everything as Tonoshiki, and he became something that has no name, no existence. I see. So he views himself as the rightful Tonoshiki and sees me as the imposter. No wonder. Shiki wants to kill me and get everything back. Sorry, the word imposter jumped out at me there, and I'm trying to hold back them jokes. But this is coming to an end. I will protect you, Shiki-sama. No matter what Shiki does, I will not let him kill you once again. Even if the killer Shiki walks the streets, he will be disposed of. So please, until then, please rest in your room. Rest in my room? No, that won't help me. She doesn't know it, but our fusion gets worse day by day. That means if he really does go crazy, I don't know if I can stay sane myself. He's a guy who would even hurt himself to get his revenge. Revenge? No, that's not it. The Shiki who says he was killed by me. The Shiki who sees me as an imposter. The Shiki that repeatedly says he will kill me. The Shiki who says any of this would not have happened if I was not here. The Shiki who has lost his sanity like Tono Makihisa, killing people in the streets. And yes, the one who died in the distant past, the child called Nanaya Shiki. Unconsciously, I grip my teeth. Don't be ridiculous. I'm the one who has the right to be bitter, Shiki. Suddenly, the old wound on my chest starts to hurt. There's only one way to stop this pain. Shiki-sama, where are you? You know. He says he's gonna come, but I'm not gonna wait for him. I know where his hideout is. I will end this worthless connection of ours. Please stop, Shiki-sama. With your body like that, it'll be too dangerous. Hisui? Sorry, but there's a knife in my room. Would you go get it for me? I refuse. I cannot let you go. Oh well, I'll go get it myself. Watch over things when I'm gone. Shiki-sama. Turning right back to Hisui, I walk away. Shiki-sama, if you do that, I will really get upset. Silently apologizing to Hisui, I head back inside. I leave the gate. In my pocket is the knife engraved with Nanaya. Thanks to Hisui, I have the strength in my body now. There's a problem, that Hisui remains by my side. Hisui, please go back to the mansion. I refuse. You did not listen to my words, so I will not listen to yours. Hisui peevishly tosses her head to the side. Now look, I'm not saying you're going to get in the way. The place I'm going to is very dangerous. I want you to stay in the mansion. You say that, but should I leave, you will collapse. If you really do want to go, it will be a big problem for you unless I go along. Your powers like that? But we did that. We joined our bodies together so much. Shouldn't that be good for like a while? No. That is just like a ritual to form intimate bonds between us. Even if someone has exchanged fluids with me or Nason, they cannot receive energy if we are not nearby. Oh, that's a huge problem. That's true. I can't even get to the school by myself. If you still order me to stay here, I will. Please, decide on what I should do. Hisui looks at me directly. It seems my answer's already decided. If I can't go to school without her help, then I can only let her come with me. Yeah, right, we have to. There's no choice there. For the first time in so many days, I arrive at school. The eerie silence sends a chill down my spine, a space where no living presence can be felt. Even though it holds hundreds of students during the day, it looks like an abandoned ruin under the moonlight. Shiki-sama, is this really the right place? I don't have the words to answer her. I've only seen him being in the school in my dreams. Let's go, Hisui. I walk through the front gate. Shiki-sama, this is... Hisui halts immediately like I did. Creak. Night hangs over the school building. As soon as I pass the gate, I feel something wrong in the air. Creak, creak. The air as a whole is creaking. The tense atmosphere stings at our lungs. Creak, creak, creak. This feeling, I've felt this ill wind many times in my nightmares. The air is thick with a murderous intent. Hostility, hatred. Inside the building, the darkness is filled with murderous intent, as if a battle to the death is occurring like in my dreams. Shiki, he's fighting someone? I don't get it. There couldn't be anyone that would be able to fight an inhuman monster like him. Nei-san? A whisper. Hisui speaks as if resisting the urge to throw up. Nei-san, Kohaku-san. Akiya hasn't been in the mansion since morning. She left with Kohaku-san and didn't return all day. Last night when I was locked up in my room, Akiya told me to just wait a little longer. What? Don't tell me Akiya! My legs spring into action. Before I start to think, I dash towards the building. I run into the building. Inside, the air is even more tense. Shiki-sama. Not answering her, I search for any indication of presence. The hallway is horribly quiet. Scream! A high-pitched sound assails my eardrums. It shakes the windows. The sound is coming from the floor above me. Shiki-sama, just stay close. Let's go, Hisui. Grabbing Hisui's hand, I bolt to the stairs. Still holding her hand, I go up the stairs. I clench my teeth. That day, I remember about the time when I left the room and overheard Akiha and Kawaku-san talking. Akiha said she would kill Shiki, her brother. I know now that she didn't mean me, but she meant Shiki. Without a doubt, the ones fighting right now are Akiha and Shiki. Scream! The ear-piercing noise screams once again. The sound comes from above, around the 4th floor, because of course it's the 4th floor. 4 means death. I love it. Number theory, let's go. That idiot. I fly through the 3rd floor. Damn it, she's being unreasonable. Because of my nightmares, I understand Shiki's body the best. His power isn't on the same level as a human's. I don't know how non-human the members of the Tono family are, but she won't be able to win. It would be like going to get herself killed. I run up the stairs as fast as I can. Kiha. I turn her away, not trusting her. I haven't done anything to act like her brother, but she still calls me her brother. And now she's fighting that killer Shiki by herself. Damn it! I just have this terrible, awful feeling. Akiha can't possibly win. Will Shiki kill her? I don't know. I don't think he will kill Akiha since he persistently went after Akiha in the dreams. But on the other hand, I don't think he has the same definition of being persistent about someone. Our definition is obtaining the ones we are persistent about. He's crazy. I can't understand his broken conception since I'm not. No, even a lunatic wouldn't understand another lunatic's thoughts. Since the lunatic himself can't understand it, no one understands it, and he has to be alone. I don't know, bud. I kind of disagree there. Because there are many gatherings of lunatics online. Oh god. Go to the Facebook comments section, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bada bing, bada boom. Akiha. She's alive. Akiha has to be alive. There's no way she'll be killed by Shiki. Because I should be the one Shiki's going to kill. Akiha, I cannot let her die in my place. If such a thing happens, I... Screech! As I arrive on the 4th floor, that sound echoes once more. Screeches even. It's close. It feels like it is in the hallway past these stairs. Akiha! The worst mental image still writhing in my brain, I dash into the hallway. For a moment I stand dumbstruck. From behind me I hear Hisui gasp. Akiha. That's the only thing that pops into my head. The moonlit hallway. In the freezing air that cuts into my lungs, Akiha is standing a few yards down the hall. Yo, let's go! She's got the red hair, but she's fighting! Like blood, a deep crimson. At first it looks like Akiha's blood, but that's not right. What's red is just her long, long hair. I'm still not able to grasp what's going on. Down the hallway there's Akiha with red flowing hair and... him! Crouching with one hand on the floor, coughing up blood. The one kneeling before Akiha is him, Shiki. Akiha's looking down at him. Drawing close behind her is the figure of Kawaku-san. Shiki is seemingly on the verge of death and gasping for air. Akiha's not even breathing wildly. The situation, unbelievably, it seems like Akiha's the one overwhelming him. Shiki leaps forward. In a flash of speed I can't even follow, a black blur shoots towards Akiha. Scree! Akiha simply glances down at Shiki. With that, his body slams down to the ground as if in response to the sound. His torso burns, giving out smoke. Brah! Shiki's screams echo through the hallway. His evaporating body is covered in smoke. His body under the kimono was mostly bones showing like a mummy. But he still lives, his gruesome form still staring at Akiha. His eyes are filled with fear. On the other hand, Akiha's clothes are undisturbed. Even from here, I can understand it all. Her surroundings are distorted like a heat-induced mirage, and it seems more out of this world than the air in the building. Shiki claws at his evaporating body. Akiha calmly observes without carelessness. These two's powers are fundamentally different. Amazing. Akiha-sama is amazing. Behind me, Hisui speaks in surprise. That's exactly what I'm thinking, too. What is this? You can say she's superior, but that's too much. She's too overwhelming. This is it, Shiki.
Akiha.
With ragged breath, Shiki somehow manages to say his sister's real name. Akiha just stares at Shiki unmoving.
Why are you treating me this way? I'm your true Nissan.
Shifting, the distortion around Akiha increases even more.
I love you, Akiha. I only love you. That's why I kept living in that damn basement, trying to kill that imposter and trying to get us back to being brother and sister. Also, I want to bone you. So why are you getting in my way, Akiha?
I'm not getting in your way. This is nothing more than my duty as the head of the Tono household. The duty to pass down judgment on all those in the family who stray from being human.
I'm the head of the Tono household. If he was not here, I would have still been Shiki. I could have always been your Nissan. Wake up, Akiha. That imposter is just deceiving you.
The distortion around Akiha increases even more. After closing her eyes briefly, she looks at Shiki as if she is parting with him. I am not being deceived. You are not my Nissan.
Scree!
Ah! Shiki hides his face with his hands. But that is pointless. I don't understand what kind of power Akiha possesses, but that takes away heat from everything in her view, anything she can see. It is an inevitable plunder. Scree! So in the next instant, Shiki's face will vaporize. Well, it should have. Shiki-san? Oh, Kohaku says this as she realizes our presence. Akiha turns towards us in surprise. No, don't look! In that brief moment, for just a brief split second, complete letting down of her guard. No, why? There's no way he would let that chance slip away. Shiki lunges with a cry. His black shape explodes forward like a firework. Akiha and Kohaku-san both turn, but it's hopeless. They'll never make it. The black shape isn't going for Akiha. Shiki lunges not at Akiha, but at Kohaku-san, who stands next to her. He knows. Just like how I am able to move right now because of Hisui's power, he knows that Akiha's overwhelming power is possible through Kohaku-san's help. Kohaku! Oh, that's Akiha. God, stop doing the thing where you don't say who says it. Akiha's voice cannot stop it. Yeet! Shiki raises his voice, with his arm thrusting like a spear, aims for Kohaku's face. The sound of pierced flesh. Oh my god! Oh my god, no! My voice dies in my throat. Splat. The sound of blood spurting forth. Kohaku-san's face is splattered with the redness of Akiha's blood. Akiha-sama. The sound of coughing. Akiha tries to speak, but blood is the only thing that pours forth from her mouth. That means the majority of her blood vessels have been destroyed, and all she can do is regurgitate blood. I can't speak. My mind is empty. That is the same as Shiki, who has just impaled Akiha. Shiki pulls back his arm. Ugh, a thud. Akiha's body falls down on Kohaku-san. Okay. Shiki swings his blood-stained arm around wildly. Every time he waves it around, Akiha's blood paints the wall and ceiling. Shiki shakes his arm desperately. Akiha. Shiki suddenly stops moving. Shiki stares at Akiha's blood-drenched body, then looks at his blood-soaked arm, then bolts down the hallway as if running from something. His footsteps lead upstairs. Shiki has run to the rooftop, but that... Oh, I don't care about that. Akiha! Still unable to think I run it to her. Kohaku-san is standing there in a daze, her amber eyes nothing more than jewels devoid of emotion. I crouch down next to Akiha's body. Akiha just lies on the floor, powerless, with terribly calm eyes. Akiha! I can't tell her it's all right. Even with my glasses on, I can see them. Akiha. Akiha! Those are the only words I can think of. Akiha, with her calm, gentle eyes, look up at me. Nissan. Why are you here? She coughs. More blood trickles from her mouth. I can see them. The lines of death on her body are spreading across her body with gruesome speed. This is fatal. The fact she's still alive must simply be due to her unnatural tonal blood. God damn it, why? Even though I understand death better than anyone else, I don't want to believe it. Don't move. I'll help you right away. Taking off my shirt, I put it on Akia's chest. Trying to cover up her wound, I tie it up. The blood soaks the shirt in a matter of seconds. It doesn't do anything. As if trying to hold off my weeping emotions, I push against it. All I can do is push. Hey, answer me. In a daze, Akia says this to me like she does not see me pushing against her wound. Oh, that was her asking. Nissan, why are you here? I'm curious, so I can't rest until I know. Things I don't understand, they make me angry. You know that, right? Oh yeah, that's right, I nod. The wound keeps bleeding. The shirt is too soaked. I can't stop the bleeding. Damn it, this crappy shirt! Why does it have to soak so fast? I'm pissed. At the useless shirt, my useless self. Really not being able to stop just one wound, Stupid. Why, you ask? This is my school. Even though it's late, it's not that strange for me to be here. I hold back my tears. I answer as best I can. Ah, I see. This isn't like me at all. I didn't even think of that at all. Kia sounds satisfied. She doesn't even seem to be in pain. Only her body warmth starts to disappear, like pure white ice melting under the sun. Does she understand what is happening, or maybe it is because she does understand. She speaks normally as if we were talking during breakfast. Hey, did you hear what we were talking about? Yeah, sorry, but I heard. Oh, you know now. I'm such an idiot. Letting you hear it, the person I didn't want to let hear the most. Don't speak! It's okay, so relax. Please. Please. I roll up my shirt and tie it around her body. I know it's useless, but if I don't do anything, I think I can stay sane. I'm sorry. I've deceived you all this time. I've kept secrets about so many things. It's okay. I don't care about it. So please, Nissan, you are not my real brother. I was a horrible woman. I wanted you to always be by my side, so I told all those stupid lies. So this is my punishment. With her trembling lips, Akia says those words clearly. The blood doesn't stop. I'll go crazy at this rate. I knew already, so don't worry about it. I grip her hand tightly. She takes a deep breath. Akia gives a strange smile. Nissan, you knew? Then I didn't have to hold back. I really am an idiot. Her lips shaped those words. She should have said it. She should have voiced it. But Akia did not do so. Akia? There's no reply. What I'm holding right now is not breathing. Hey! There's no response. What I'm holding used to be Tono Akia. Say something! There will never be an answer. What I am holding is closed her eyes calmly. Akia! I shake her body, even though I understand better than anyone else that it has no meaning. Shiki-sama, please. Hisui places her hand on mine. Without realizing it, I was making her body dirty. I, like an idiot, made her body dirty. Quietly, I place her on the floor. The school building is horribly quiet. Hisui and I are wordlessly frozen. Only Kohaku-san seems to have regained the ability to move, the power to move. Oh my god, that sprite! I wonder where Shiki-sama went to. Shiki. Those words catapult my consciousness back. Nei-san, don't say that now. No. Kohaku is right. Kohaku-san is right. I stand up. It's a good thing. It really is a good thing I brought my knife. Please stop, Shiki-sama. You don't have to do such a dangerous thing. Shiki will not last long with wounds like that anyways. No. Kia went that far since she could not let Shiki, the killer, be alive any longer. For Kia's sake, I can't leave him be. I say this as I push her away. That's a lie. More than that, just 'cause I have to settle this with him here and now. I hate him. To put it simply, I just want to kill him. Don't follow me. Both of you stay here and take care of Ikiha. Kwaku-san nods. Hisui uneasily watches me as I run up the stairs. The rooftop. The moon hangs in the sky. That wild beast is crouching on the concrete. Shiki. I remove my glasses. I look at his death. Pant, pant, pant. Crouching. Shiki is biting his own arms. There exists no trace of sanity. Perhaps what happened to him caused him to go insane. That pisses me off. I'm not able to lose my sanity for Ikia's sake. Underneath the moonlight, even though I've known him for so long, I take my first step towards the enemy I just met tonight. Shiki. Ikiha is dead. Ugh. Shiki looks at me with bloodshot eyes. His face is half gone, but he still isn't dead. The powers of the Tono blood. Shiki's power is immortality. That must mean it is harder for him to die, more likely for him to live on. That's funny. For me, that means nothing. You look ugly.
Shut up.
Shiki gets up with a sharp breath.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Like a broken record, he repeats the same thing.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Oh, that's...
Dang. Does this dude get in arguments on Twitter.com or something? Just shut the hell up!
Panting furiously, Shiki just shouts.
You're always noisy. What kind of grudge do you have against me? Why are you always getting in my way?
Shiki screams around while staggering around.
What are you?
I don't get it.
Just shut up! Just leave me alone. Don't look inside me. Don't use my dreams. You're always watching me. That's why I'm so full of uneasiness.
Shiki claws at his head. What? I never even thought about that. I've always seen him tracking him in my dreams. But it never even occurred to me how Shiki would feel about being tracked.
Get out. Get out of me. Get out of my house. Get out of my name. You're in my way. You're in my way. You're in my name. I'll...
Shiki's screaming like a child. Same goes for you. You raised my knife. I never thought to understand him in the first place. I came here for a death match.
Fine, let's fight to the death. All those who get in my way are my enemy. I'll kill you all. You Akiha Kohaku. Just like that old man who wanted to lock me up till I died. I'll kill you all.
Shiki screams like a raving lunatic. His figure really is ugly. And then, Shiki attacks me head on. Because of his fight with Akiha, Shiki does not have a functional body, so it was easy. Shiki runs, or so he thinks, and I avoid his arm, which is swung slower than walking speed. I slice the line from the top of his head to his abdomen. Thud. Shiki's body loses power and collapses onto mine. See, it's simple. Your lines are too clear. Shiki's death looked like an iron shaft was sticking out of his head. See? That's what I meant by ugly. Shiki just laughs. There, no intelligence exists. Laughing and dying, his arms leaning on me fall to the ground. Shiki dies. Before he does, he looks up at me curiously.
Who are you?
Huh?
Who are you?
What are you saying? I'm the Tono Shiki you were always targeting.
Ah, I see. You're Shiki.
Shiki collapses to the ground.
What's this? You look nothing like what I heard.
Shiki collapses and his body disperses into the wind. What? What does that mean? It's over. With this, it's over. But I don't feel anything. I won't feel those splitting headaches. I can return to life as normal, but I don't feel happy. What I've lost is far greater. But what is over? Why? I feel dizzy. Shaky's last words won't fade away. Something did end. But I don't know what ended, or in the beginning, what I was trying to end. I look up at the moon. In the vague darkness, my heart is enthralled. Until Hisui came, I just stood in dumb amazement, standing in the moonlight. Midday Moon, the epilogue. The next week passed like it was just a dream. Just like Shiki's dead body, Akia's remains dissolved into nothingness. The whole affair did not leak out to the public and was taken care of by the people of the Tono family. I stayed in the mansion, becoming the successor to the Tono household in Akia's place. For now, it's just a name, but I guess it's not something that can be determined easily. Since Shiki died, my body returned to health and I'm allowed to lead a normal life. As for everything else, only a little has changed since before. My happy school life without Akiha, my life at the mansion with Hisui and Kohaku-san. I, Tono Shiki, think the whole incident that occurred after I came to the mansion ended. However, there's still a matter I have to take care of. If I think about it, there was a slight discrepancy. It was something so small that I didn't question it. I would have never noticed. That night, if Shiki did not leave those words before he died, the discrepancies between my memories and what Kohaku-san and Hisui told me. Shiki had a grudge against Makihisa. Shiki had a grudge against the old man because he was going to be locked away his entire life, even though my old man wanted to return Shiki to the mansion as early as possible. Shiki thought of me as a target of revenge, but he never showed up in front of me, and he did not even know what I looked like. And one more thing. That one dream where Shiki was violating that one doll-like girl. Yeah, what was up with that? That is probably a clear holiday afternoon. I told Hisui to go shopping. I asked her for a lot, so she wouldn't be back until evening. The only ones in the mansion are me and her. I leave in her room a note that says I want to talk to her. It is almost the promised time. I have to go to that place. When I get there, she's already there waiting for me. Lovely weather, isn't it, Shiki-san? I nod. She smiles cheerfully at me. You realized it, didn't you, Shiki-san? I nod. Her smile does not fade. Always. Her smile does not go away no matter what happens. Come to think of it, the expressionless Hisui actually showed a lot of different feelings. From the outside, she appeared to be a heartless doll, but her heart was not a doll's. However, what about this girl? The always ever-smiling Kohaku. No matter what happens, always a smile, like the person with the heart of a doll. Even when Akiha died, that smile did not fade. Her smile that is just like a mask. That smile. Kohaku-san, you're the one who made Shiki go crazy, right? Yes. And the reason you were sharing your blood with Akiha was to make her not human? Yes. And you lied to Shiki and made him attack innocent people? Yes. When we were small, one was watching us from a distance wasn't Hisui, it was you, Kohaku. Yes. Back then, you intentionally distracted Akiha. Yes. And then you suggested that I kill Shiki. Yes. All of it. All of it is how you planned out, Kohaku? Sorry.
What is happening?
Still smiling, she nods. That's right. All of it was something I wished would happen, Shiki-san. It's that sprite! It was her. She wore contacts. Still, she smiles. I feel a chill and unknowingly take a step back. Why did you do these things? Oh my. You know already. There are only one or two reasons why I would do all this. Revenge? For the window? I think that's it. For the sake of revenge, I decided that everyone at the Tono should die. Yeah, okay, yeah, you know what? After what I kind of figured out with Makihisa, yeah. Revenge? Is it because, like me, you had your parents killed by Tono Makihisa? Oh, don't be silly. Hisui-chan and I were orphans. We don't even know what our parents looked like. So why? Who knows? I don't even remember how I felt back then. All I know is the reason. Reason? What reason? Let's see. Yep, such as getting abused by Makihisa-sama. That is the reason why Hisui-chan and I were adopted in the first place. In order to stay human, he needed our abilities as synchronizers. Shiki-san, you've done it with Hisui-chan, right? It is said that sexual intercourse is the best way to share energy. I knew that already. Then that means, in other words, Makihisa-sama was really pushed to his limits. I think he was too desperate to consider my age. Oh my god! It's what I thought! I was chosen first for a simple reason. He probably thought that since I wasn't talkative and was quiet, I wouldn't resist like the energetic Hisui-chan would have. Even now, her smile does not fade. Makihisa-sama wasn't really a bad person. Only sometimes he would turn violent because of his Tono blood. So for those times, he had me ready in his room, and he let those feelings out on me. I guess it is called sexual abuse. This ending... oh my god, I hate it. But I don't really remember much of it. It was just like a daily routine for him to want me, so if I tried to remember something like that, my brain would explode, wouldn't it? Oh, but I remember clearly the first time it happened. It was on my 8th birthday. Frick, dude. Makihisa-sama said he had a present for me, so I quietly but excitedly went into his room. None of this is going to be back in the remake. As if she's having fun, she gives her usual laugh. Every day he got a little worse, but that couldn't really be helped. I was merely a child, so my abilities as a synchronizer weren't fully developed. That's why he needed Hisui-chan's help too. But since I was the older sister, I just thought I shouldn't allow her to cry. So I took in everything Makihisa-sama wanted to do. I asked him to not touch Hisui-chan because I would take everything myself. He was probably ashamed and agreed to my request. He probably also thought it was better that as few people knew about this secret as possible. That's why I came to stay in Makihisa-sama's room, our relationship a secret from everyone else. During that time, I was able to think about things a little bit, I think. I always thought about how to get away, how to run away with Hisui-chan, but I didn't know where to go, and the more I submitted my body to Makihisa-sama, the more I broke down. Eventually, I got tired of thinking, and I realized that if I didn't think, I wouldn't be hurt. I am just a doll. A doll doesn't know pain. A doll doesn't think. I endured Makihisa-sama thinking like that. Then it mysteriously did not hurt as much before. Makihisa... Whoa, I'm having a hard time reading this. Makihisa-sama's breath didn't make me sick. His arms were just like warm meat, and even if he strangled my neck or kicked me in the stomach, it seemed like he was doing it to someone else. This is the knife thing. And every day got a little easier. Shiki-san, I wanted Hisui-chan to stay clean. For her sake, I could endure any kind of abuse. But it was so hard. Not Makihisa-sama's abuse. I couldn't understand you, and that made me scared. Scared of me? Yes. The way you played innocently was like a different world to me. I looked out the window to see all of you play when Makihisa-sama wasn't looking. I didn't understand any of that. I didn't understand why you did those pointless things. It was strange for me to think so, since it was just another world and I couldn't be involved in it. I wasn't jealous of you, and I didn't hate the Tono children. All I did was stare out at all of you while having this unknown feeling. But I was afraid this feeling would turn me back into a human. And 2 years later, you were killed by Shiki-sama. You probably don't remember it, but Shiki-sama was trying to kill Akiya-sama. But you suddenly came and you shielded Akiya-sama. You weren't related to her, and you had everything stolen from you by the Tono family, but you still died protecting her. At that time, I was watching Akiya-sama, who was holding onto your dead body painfully but happily. Oh, maybe I made up my mind back then, that it would suit Akiya-sama for her to die just like you did. I hate this! This ending sucks! What? Wait, Shiki-san. If you want to know the reason, you have to be patient. I'd stopped my rush towards her. Days later, you were brought back to the mansion, and you were going to be adopted by the Arimas. That was really a secret, but I overheard it from Akihisa-sama. That's how I knew you would be leaving. I didn't have time to tell Kia-sama or Hisui-chan. When I thought that I couldn't see that boy again, without even getting to talk to him, my legs moved strangely and I ran down the hallway and found him, but I couldn't think of anything to say. So I gave him my ribbon, the only thing that I owned. I heard that Tono family members were going to terminate Shiki-san soon after that. Makihisa-sama didn't want to kill his own son, so he secretly locked him away underground. He said Shiki-sama would return to normal and asked me to take care of him. Okay, of course, that's how it was. So that dream was real. It wasn't that I wanted to abuse Hisui or Kohaku-san. That was in reality. Shiki did that to her. After gaining some freedom from Makihisa-sama, I became a little happy, but it was the same. Shiki-sama was just like his father and only used me to let out his feelings. I think that had to have been what destroyed my last emotions. I desperately thought about how I could break free from everything. Then I easily came up with a solution. The whole Tono family just had to disappear. If not only Makihisa-sama but Shiki-sama did those painful things, then that's the only possible thing to do, right? And when I realized that, I laughed for the first time in years. I was surprised that it was so simple and I didn't even realize it before. From that time, I was able to start moving on my own. The hardest thing for me was to find a reason to move. A doll can't move by itself. Without a spring or strings, it can't act like a human. So once I found a reason, everything became simple. All I needed to do was place mistrust between them by making Shiki-sama reject Makihisa-sama. Shiki-sama said he wanted to drink blood, so I gave him mine and told him that he wasn't a bad person, and I kept him the way he was. When Shiki-sama became sick, I took care to make special medicine for him. Oh, it's the same as the one I gave you. You know those morning glories in the garden behind the mansion? They are called chosen morning glories and have 3 kinds of mental effects. What? In simple terms, it's a drug that makes people hallucinate. Once they are unconscious, they listen to what I tell them. When they wake up, they don't remember a thing. Oh my god, you were drugging us too? Quite convenient, don't you think? Because I was educated to become Makihisa-sama's personal doctor, I know a lot about those sorts of things. With things like that, Shiki-sama went crazy at my convenience. After that, it was even easier. I secretly told Akiya-sama to look inside Makihisa-sama's room around midnight, and she finally found out about our relationship. Since then, Akiya-sama felt guilty, and it became a lot easier to do a lot of things. Well, I didn't expect her to protest against him right away, though. But because Akiya-sama pressed the issue, I was released from Makihisa-sama soon after. I thought I wouldn't be free until Shiki-sama killed Makihisa-sama, but I was freed 4 years earlier, actually. From then on, I became a normal servant and traded places with Hisui, became silent. Oh, but don't worry, since I was the one who took care of Shiki-sama and Makihisa-sama. Hisui-chan was always clean of everything. Smiling, she ends her story. I don't know what to say. Me neither. Oh my god, this is the worst. Even if Tono Makihisa was the main cause, the one who wished it to turn out this way, and made it turn out this way was the girl before me. But Shiki-san, I didn't hate Akiya-sama or Shiki-sama. I didn't even want to do it. Those are my true feelings. How can she say that now? But there wasn't anything else I could do. Without a purpose like that, I couldn't live. A doll cannot move on its own. Without anyone to guide it, it can't move. But still, that is unforgivable. There wasn't anything I ever wished from my heart. But it's strange. Everyone seriously accepts what I say. Just the words of a 10-year-old child can manipulate their feelings. Aren't coincidences scary? Kohaku giggles. Are you satisfied, Kohaku? I don't know. I'm merely a doll that doesn't feel happiness or sadness. I thought she'd say that. Before me is a human that is a doll. A girl whose emotions were exhausted so long ago. Nothing remains. Telling herself she's a doll that doesn't feel any pain. More than half of her really believes it. That's why injuries don't hurt her. Shiki and Akiya died, but she doesn't feel happy or sad. She's just an empty shell manipulated by strings. But there was just one strange thing. Really, just a little bit. She said that as her eyes trailed off into the distance. Akiya-sama protected me in the end. I knew there was a 50-50 chance she would do that. I stayed close to her for that reason. Revealing Makihisa-sama's abuse and devotedly helping Akiya-sama, who was slowly turning non-human. Yes, that's right. Really, I knew she would die protecting me. That smile. Even though she's smiling, she looks really sad, as if she's... But I was really surprised at the same time. Why is she protecting me? Why is she protecting me, risking her life? She looks like she might burst into tears. I still don't actually understand if I was actually happy or sad when Akiya-sama died. But when I wake up in the morning, I take tea to her room even though I know she's gone. Isn't that strange? Even though there's no one in that room anymore. She takes something out. The sound of moving cloth. Holding something long wrapped in cloth, she aims for her chest. A shining blade reflects the sunlight. I run. But she is much faster. Small sound, and she collapses to the ground. She stabs herself and falls to the ground. This is the worst ending I've ever read. Oh my god, I hate this. I absolutely hate all of this. Now, no, like, don't get me wrong. I understand her motivations. Similar to another character in another visual novel, the idea of someone who has been so thoroughly abused, they just don't care anymore and they just let loose. No, I get that as a concept. I still think it's freaking stupid. Even though I ran, it's already too late. It has pierced her heart. My mind reels. Without reason. Why? I hold her in my arms. Fresh blood blossoms from her chest like a flower. Her smile does not fade. On the contrary, it seems indescribably pitiful. Hang in there. Why did you do that? Because revenge was the only thing I could do. I can only disappear when it's all over. I tried to find new springs, but I could never find one, and time ran out. She smiles, that for no reason at all. What the hell is that? What are you saying? I look at the wound like I did to Akiha. She won't make it. It has pierced her heart. Why? There was no reason. I just can't bear the sadness. She's looking up to the blue sky with thinned eyes. Under the tree in the courtyard. 8 years ago when I was leaving this mansion. The place where the girl who was just looking out the window gave me a ribbon as a present. This is where we promised to meet again. Under the big tree. That ribbon. It was my favorite. She speaks lightly. That's why I asked you to return it when we met again. But you didn't keep your promise, Shiki-san. But that... I was mistaken. I thought it was Hisui's. I made a little bet with myself. That if the boy noticed I switched place with Hisui-chan, then it... No! So you're saying... On her route, us saying like, hey, were you the one? Oh my god, no. So wait, you're saying that if we go to her route and we're like, hey Hisui, or hey Kohaku, is this your ribbon? And she's like, yay, you remembered. I'm not gonna kill anyone anymore. Frick off. I hate that. What is that? Are you trying to make me responsible for it at the end? As I shout, my hand desperately tries to stop her bleeding, but death truly is miserable. Ruthless and accurate, without even a delay or the failure of a single second. The clock of her life counts down to 0. Damn it, don't be ridiculous. What the hell do you mean you made a bet? Because of you, Akiya was... I frantically tried to stop the bleeding. Sad, without a reason. The tears flow from my eyes. You're crying, Shiki-san. Well, excuse me! Damn it! I know it's your fault, damn it, so why do I... That's right, Kohaku, I still don't want you to die, damn it! Tears flow down. She smiles again. Shiki-san, you were too kind. But please, don't worry about it. I'm just a doll, so I don't feel pain or fear. That again, why do you... But it is much easier this way. Being a human, everything is painful and it hurts too much. But no one saved me. I couldn't escape. She exhales slightly. She closes her eyes and remembers. I just remembered something. It was when I was a child. I was scared and hurt, but more scared of dying. Tonomaki Hisui was huge, like a demon out of a storybook. That mansion was too big, like a haunted house. Every day was cold, and it was my daily routine to scream and cry. But if I raised my voice, it got worse, so I had to endure it all. But my sister was playing outside. She was laughing under the sun by easily jumping out of the window of the haunted house where I could not get out, no matter how much I wished for it. Come to think of it, everything was sad. That's why I wanted to become a doll that didn't feel any pain. The bleeding doesn't stop. With her eyes still closed, she remembers the childhood filled with pain. I don't like pain. That's why I thought it'd be better to become a doll. Kohaku? And gradually, my body stopped generating a pulse. Blood vessels turned into tubes one by one. Blood vanished like vapor. My heart, everything just crafted parts. If I did that, there'd be no more pain, right? Can't say anything. A girl who thought she was a doll. A girl who couldn't live without thinking she was a doll. Kohaku had no other means of salvation but to maintain an illusion that she really was a doll. That's why, even if you are this kind, there's no need for tears. It's just a doll breaking. Kohaku still keeps her eyes closed. No, that's wrong. I grasp her hand and shake my head in refusal. No! Kohaku, you're human! You can't be a doll! Kohaku, you're alive. You're a living human being. As proof, you're bleeding red blood right now. That's right. She laughs again. Right? You're a normal girl who liked Akiha, who was always worried about Hisui and laughed when we talk about stupid things. So, even if she wished it and caused the deaths of Akiha and Shiki, Kohaku, there was no reason for you to die. Increasing my grip, I say these words from the bottom of my heart. Shiki-san, you are just the boy I thought you would be. I finally got to speak with you. Her heartbeat surges like it was a grand finale. Her chest rises and falls, her closed eyes open. At the very end, she looks at the deep, distant blue sky. I see. I guess it was only an illusion after all. She coughs up blood. It hurts, she whispers softly. That's why I wanted to be a doll. Then she passes away. The hollow eyes endlessly looking into the blue sky. Not a fake smile, but a quiet and very sad face. So what happens when Hisui gets back? What do we say? What do we say? Do we say the truth? Does she believe us? Well, okay, leaving my room, I head towards the gate. After a quiet meal together, we leave the garden behind. Please be careful, Shiki-sama. It has become cold recently, so please don't... It's literally just us now. It's literally just us. I'm fully expecting her to get hit by a car and die. Like, at this point. Come on. It has become cold recently, so please do not strain yourself. Yeah, don't strain yourself either, Hisui. Taking my bag from Hisui, I turn my back to the mansion. The road is long, as if it goes on forever. The gently sloping road and the blue sky that might suck me in. I see an illusion. The road like a ladder, heading toward the sky, trying to reach the clear blue sky. I see that, and for no reason. I remember that sorrowful affair. Hisui. Yes. What is it, Chiki-sama? Tomorrow's the start of winter break, right? I'll come straight home, so how about we go to town? I have something I want to talk about, too. Huh? To town? Yeah. Once it is winter vacation, let's take a trip somewhere. I don't know where yet, but I was thinking of letting you decide. Hisui stands there in silence. That's right. Hisui doesn't leave the mansion for herself. Kohaku-san was always the one to take care of things outside, so Hisui never left for 8 years. It isn't that I don't like that fact. Only it's just that I wanted to go somewhere new with Hisui. I wanted to increase our fun memories so we won't lose against all the sad memories, because, dear God, there's a lot of sad memories! What do you think? If you don't want to, I don't mind either way. No, if I get to be with you, it would make me very happy. I will look forward to it. I see. Well, then I'll be back before noon. Please be waiting in some regular clothes. Then we'll figure out what to do. And maybe a terrible guy might come along too, but we'll deal with it if that happens. Hisui tilts her head questioningly, but agrees. When I go to school, I'll end up asking for suggestions from Arihiko, but considering him, he will want to come along. Well, that's that. I can ask his sister to come along too, and going with a lot of people might not be bad either. Well, I'm off. Thanks for sending me off, Hisui. Saying that, I run down the hill. The road is long and continues into town. I run under the clear blue sky and feel the warmth of Hisui's gaze on my back. And I see him off. This daily task done, I close the gate. The only one left in the mansion is me. Nei-san and Akiya-sama are no longer here, and it seems that no new servants or masters will be coming. His sister left him this mansion and some money. Since the money that was used to maintain this place will be paid by members of the Branch Tono family, it seems we will not have to leave here anytime soon. Once vacation starts, do you want to take a trip? I decided to nod to those words, and ever since that day, I forbade myself from leaving this mansion. Ever since I found out Makihisa-sama was using Nei-san like that in my place, I hated going outside. Isn't it natural? Nei-san did that so I would stay clean. So I had to stay clean no matter what. But I would not let any male touch me. Oh. That absolutely makes sense now. I would never touch the fingers of the gender that used my sister like that. I thought it'd be better if I was just like a machine. If I went outside, I would get dirty, so it would be better if I stayed inside. If I locked myself away in the sterile mansion, I would never become dirty. Because Nei-san protected me. I thought the only thing I could do was become like a doll, staying pretty forever. But I will end that. Will I not? I'm thinking of going outside, Nei-san. Once it gets close to noon, I change my clothes. It's been years since I last wore my own clothes. Pushing my hands through the sleeves, I am amazed at how light it is. The maid uniform I got used to so much, compared to these light regular clothes, is really heavy. The wind blows. The hair ribbon that was in my hand flies off. It is white. It was a lone memory that a girl gave to him a long time ago. The ribbon flies up and up, riding the wind, as if it was never there before. It vanishes into the forest. Wait, that was... I try to chase after it and I stop. That was the girl's ribbon. It is not mine, so I guess I have to at least give that back to her. In my hand I hold a promise. That awaited promise of the girl who gave that ribbon still lives inside of me. So just that ribbon at least. I think I tried to return to the place the girl dreamed of. Promises are fulfilled. If he thought I was that girl, then I will have to fulfill her dream. Like how I love him. That girl had to have always loved him too. Come to think of it, we really were sisters like each other. Nei-san and I traded places, but Nei-san did a really perfect job of acting out my part. That carefree smile, those straightforward emotions, and that fleeting expression of love with him, those were all real. Even though it was just an elaborate play, Nei-san really did love him when she played my role. She played my part perfectly, and she loved him from the bottom of her heart. Long ago, as if watching a dream that girl always wished and waited for. That's why, Nei-san. That's why I have to return to myself. I don't think I can do it right away, but I can do it gradually. Maybe I won't be able to behave exactly as I was back then, but with all my strength, I must fulfill her dream as I am right now. After the boy left, Nei-san acted like me because she wanted to do that. Her dream was always to be Hisui and to love Tonoshiki, so I will grant her dream. I will grant her dream, rather. For the sake of my childhood dream and for Nei-san's dream, I will always, always be by his side. I hear noisy voices in the distance. It seems he has returned, but it is noisy. He is not alone. Looks like he brought some friends. A voice calls my name. Checking myself in the reflection of a window, I hurry to the entrance. The sky, the infinite deep blue sky. Hisui greets the long-awaited boy, takes delight in such normal things and returns a smile. That is something that will continue tirelessly, day after day. The long-awaited peaceful world. I have been waiting for it for so long. Always believing that one day I would be flying freely, I always stood by the window, looking up at the deep sky. That one day, wings would sprout from this world, and wings would sprout from this back, and I will smile like Nei-san with that boy. That is what the little girl so long ago dreamed of. Oh. People were not joking when they said that ending was controversial, shall we say. I'm gonna be real, Chief. I hated it. That's the worst. I mean, okay. There's different ways that I dislike stuff. There's dislike because it doesn't make sense, and there's dislike because I dislike the actions of the characters in it. This ending makes sense to me. It is an ending that, through the story, 100% makes sense. No, I get it. Oh my god, as soon as it was revealed that Kohaku was, like, helping Makihisa through synchronizing with him, like, as soon as that was said, I'm like, okay, something's gonna be super wrong with Kohaku. She's gonna be a messed up individual. Because, yeah, that's what that would do. No, and that makes sense to me. I wasn't expecting it to come in here. I was expecting here to be Hisui's ending. Not surprise, it was all Kohaku killing everyone. What? Like, I get it. But then again, I think if this happened in Kohaku's ending, that would have been worse because you would have, like, dated her and then surprised him killing everyone. So I guess there's no other place for it. But wow, I just dislike that. And I really dislike the game explicitly says, if you dated me, it would have been fine. Like, that rubs me the wrong way. That just, oh my god, sucks. I hope the alternate ending is better. Because I cannot think of... I can't see it being worse. Unless Hisui dies, or there's some horrible thing with, like, yeah, Hisui's the only one who dies, everyone's sad, or I would even have taken Shiki dying. Like, for real. Wow. Oh my god. I want to scream right now. I just want to scream. That last, like, it, up until, like, I could have taken Akiha dying. That I could have taken, honestly. I could have absolutely taken Akiha dying. Like, for real. And if Akiha was, like, was dead and it was the two of them in the mansion and it would have ended before that final scene there, hey, you know what? Alright, sure. I'd be fine. But that final conclusion there makes me want to die. I hate that tree now. That tree's the worst. I'm thinking back to people's comments and they're like, that damn tree. It's like, oh, what does that mean? Now I get it. I don't know if I can, like, I'm gonna have a hard time going through the Kohaku route knowing that she is so close to literally game ending the whole cast. It's wild. Please, CL, give me your lesson. Yes. You've reached Hisui's true ending. Well done. Each hero, with one exception, has two different kinds of endings, a true ending and a good ending. After reaching one of the endings, please go back and re-advance through the story. Different events should await you. Well then, thank you so much for playing up to this point. Let's meet again. Okay, that's it. Okay. I hated that so much. Alright guys, we'll see you next time for Hisui's... I hope it's her good ending. Oh, please don't tell me she only has one ending. Arkwid true, Arkwid good. CL true, CL good. Akiha true, Akiha normal. No, they said she has another ending. Okay. Might be Kohaku only has one. Which gets me worried too. Alright guys, thank you for watching. This was a long one. I want to die. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.